Here we go again. More proof. And this one's a good one. Israel is not an apartheid state. We're going to end today on a bit of an educational note. I bring this up every couple of weeks because I really need people to understand what apartheid is. I hate when words get used wrong. So for those of you that have heard me say this a dozen times, I apologize, but ATP and Unite America First, we educate people, and we got to let people know apartheid was a terrible, terrible political system in South Africa where one race was good and another race was bad. And they've used, the progressives around the world, that label to describe Israel, except for one problem. In South Africa, under apartheid, if you were black, you couldn't hold positions of power. You couldn't be an executive in a company. You couldn't be in the judiciary. You couldn't be on the Supreme Court. You couldn't be an officer, etc., etc. Let me show you another black African Jewish woman.
Way that Palestinian people and pro-Palestinian people love to use my skin color as an excuse to talk shit about my country. They are so in shock seeing a black person supporting Israel. Let me tell you something. When I say I stand with Israel, I mean I stand with my right to exist. I stand with my family and my friends. I'm a Jewish woman. And the fact that you didn't even know there are Jewish black people living in this earth is insane. And I was never converted to Judaism. I'm not adopted. I saw someone ask me in the comments if I'm adopted. No, I'm not. I was born Jewish to a Jewish mother. My mother, she's also a Jewish woman. She also was born to a Jewish mother, and all the way back. People are talking about how poorly black people are treated in Israel and saying, well, they don't even like your girl. What are you doing there? Let me tell you something. When my grandparents lived all the way in Ethiopia, they were literally hunted and chased and hated just because they were Jews, just because of the religion. I live here in Israel my whole life and I never felt hated. I never felt hunted just because I'm black. It's insane, right? And I know a lot of people are gonna comment, go back to where you came from. But this is exactly what I did. I came back to where my Jewish ass belonged to. So I belong in this fucking land. And I do not give a shit what you have to say about that. I seriously do not give a shit about that.
I love her. A beautiful young lady in her uniform of the IDF who just happens to be black as black. And she's as Israeli as white Israelis or the brown Israelis or anybody else. That is not apartheid. And I'll show you one more example because I've shown it before. That's me with Miss Israel. That is the representative of Israel at the Miss Universe pageant. And unless I'm completely blind, she's black too.
Who's that young man with her?
That good-looking guy founded American Truth Project. The point being, if you use the word apartheid, use it about South Africa and you'll be accurate. In the old days, use it about Israel and you sound like an ignoramus. Because I have family there who serve with black Israeli Jews side by side as brothers and sisters. Because they all believe in the same religion, they all believe in the same God, and they all have the same rights. That's not apartheid, you morons out there that use that word, that have never been there, that have never seen it. There are Ethiopian neighborhoods where you can go in and get the best Ethiopian food you've ever had, made and served by restaurants owned by black Ethiopian Israeli Jews, just like here.
Yep. But you know what, Barry?
Everybody's equal.
They take it, I've noticed, especially on X, they take that and they use it so loosely, right? They use it loosely. The same way they call, if I can make the analogy, the connection, how they call, MAGA Republicans, white supremacists, and actually it was the Democrats that were the white supremacists that wanted slavery. But then they deflect and they call someone else what they are.
Yeah, you know that
It's the same thing, right?
Let me stop you right there. That's a very smart point. They accuse you of what they do, and they're deflecting. You look away, and then you get
Yes.
defensive. Well,
Yep.
it's not apartheid in Israel. Well, have you ever been there? Well, no. Do you know anyone who's ever gone there? No. Well, how do you know this? Well, I have TikTok on my phone. Oh, well, there you go. That's proof.
That means they're educated.
Because they can afford a free app.
Yeah, they're
Right?
educated.
That's disseminating communist Chinese information, right?
They should get TikTok bachelor degrees or master's degree on TikTok, because I know everything now.
Right before we ban it, because they're scooping up all your data, dummies.